What is up, everybody? Today I will be reviewing Novocaine starring Jack Quaid. I was lucky enough to watch this at a Mystery Movie Monday and I'm so glad that I got to see it early. This will be a spoiler-free review, so I will not be spoiling anything about the movie in this video. Jack Quaid plays a character named Novocaine, and he is a man who has a rare condition to where he cannot feel any pain. So he works as a bank manager, and when his crush gets kidnapped during a bank heist, he has to go on this crazy rescue mission where his disability becomes his biggest weapon. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I was not expecting much. I thought it was just going to be another generic action movie. But I was so wrong because I ended up loving this movie way more than I thought I would. Let's just start off with the story because I was actually very impressed by it. It felt like an R-rated mall cop movie mixed with The Fall Guy. There were many moments in this film when I was like, that is definitely a reference to Mall Cop, and I just enjoyed that so much. The film starts off with this kind of like rom-com-ish tone, and then once the first action scene happens, it turns into a complete fight fest. During the start of the movie, when it was like still in this rom-com area, I was like, is this like movie actually gonna be good? Because I wasn't that into it, but like it was cute or whatever, but I was like, I thought this was gonna be an action movie. But once the first fight happened, I was like, this movie has gone insane in the best way possible. And then I was actually very surprised by the amount of heart this movie had. Like, yes, it had these crazy action scenes, but they tied it up very nicely in this like heartfelt story that I was just not expecting at all. If we do want to talk about the action, like there are scenes in this movie that were way more brutal and violent than I was expecting. And honestly, I think it worked. Like, I knew from the trailer that this was going to be like an action movie and it was going to be violent, but I just was not expecting this amount of like intensity from these fights. Now, I do need to talk about the cast because I think this was one of Jack Quaid's best roles I've ever seen him in. I'm not like a huge Jack Quaid fan. I don't hate him, I don't love him, but I know him from like The Boys and I like him in that. I didn't really like him in Companion, the recent movie. But in this, he was very, very likable. He plays this kind of like this quirky guy who just has this condition and he doesn't really know what to do with it, but he ends up giving an amazing portrayal of this character, and I really appreciated that. Amber Midthunder plays like the love interest in this film, and I actually thought she did very well too. Like, I haven't seen her in anything before, but she plays a very convincing love interest, so I liked her in this too. We then have Jacob Batalon, who plays like the guy in the chair, and yes, we have seen this before from him from the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, but I did appreciate the like subtle differences that he put in this from those movies because there are differences, and I just appreciated that. And finally, we have Ray Nicholson, and this man, I know he's Jack Nicholson's son, but I haven't seen him in anything before. He was amazing in this. I don't know if I can talk about him like as much as I want to, but this guy was menacing. He plays the villain in this, and he is so unlikable. Like, he does amazing in this role. With all that said, without going into spoilers, this movie definitely surprised me. It had action, it had heart, Jack Quaid was amazing. This movie was just all around a good time, and I'm so glad I got to see it early, and I think you should definitely go watch it. I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. That is about it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers. Please like this video. Comment down below if you're going to go see this movie, or if you've already seen it, what did you think? And I will see you next time.